And we're beginning to see quite a lot of their units pushing through here. However, I recently moved these awesome T-55s. They do so much. If not for these guys, they would have pushed through here, taken out these Motostrelki. My T-80U would have had to retreat, as it would have been under pressure. But these T-55s with 7 accuracy and 4 AP power as well as 3 HE, they just do so much for this effort. And I don't know, I suppose it makes them think that I have much more there, when I actually don't, really. I mean, I have a fair force, but they don't need to push much in to be able to see what I actually have. And now, if we go to their perspective, they don't see anything whatsoever. It's a very psychological thing. And I was very, very surprised when I saw this. They have no recon units. I don't know why that's showing up as that there. It's a bit of a glitch. Because I'm in NATO view, so... NATO, whichever. Yeah, you'll notice their recon. There's Fern's part here, but they're still not seeing anything. So, and they don't have anything over here at the moment. I mean, they're probably beginning to push. But... It amazed me to see this. And at their base, they didn't really have much. Oh, actually, yeah, they had... That's a good defense. That would have suppressed anything I tried to throw at them, basically. Although over here, you'll notice... nothing right there. So... yeah, but once again, we thought they were everywhere, and they basically were. We couldn't go here without them push through all that shit. So, anyway, we'll go back to my perspective. Now you'll see here, I killed another APC, as well as these chasseurs, which just missed. And they were like 3 vetted or something, as well as the APC, so that got me a lot of points. And now, one of these T-55s is worth 35 and the other is worth 43. As I said, I didn't mean to get the AM1 version, but that doesn't matter, because they easily pay for themselves. They're really inaccurate there because they have a bad stabilizer. So basically I just move them into here, just so they're less seen, and I can just wail away. However, I forget that they are moving as I'm looking elsewhere, trying to RT probably. Yeah, I was moving these guys back. And I think one of them gets taken out. See, they're right in the open out here. Oh, well, at least one of them was. Yep, see, one of them gets taken out. And I thought to myself, it's only a T-55, but that was kind of annoying. Because that should have happened. I just forgot to micromanage and say, no, stay in the forest. Don't go after them. Shit happens. I suppose I should have used this T-80U more, but I didn't want to have, because there was not enough to cover here really. So, if they pushed infantry through here, I would have been hard pressed to get this thing back. And with only 5 side armor for 160 points, yeah, you don't want one of them getting flanked by infantry. Now see here, it starts a counterattack, but it's pretty much ineffective. We don't really do much whatsoever. It's just wasting units and allowing them to get more points off us. But you know, it was a rough estimation of how much we know is there, and then we started to arty this place, which was, you know, this attack didn't really go that well. However, it showed us exactly where they all were. They're all bunched up here. This artillery is going nuts right now because I can't see anything. Actually, no, it's aiming for these things. I'm really surprised we can still see this. I really think it's because of this MI2 over here. Maybe I was wrong before about, Anyway, doesn't matter. Oh no, it's this UAZ. It's UAZ KPV. That worked out so well. And it just covered the whole place. Like you could see, they had Rolands over here, so we can't really call that much air support. Now you'll see over here a push of Martyrs, and right now I'm shitting myself because Martyrs have a very good... They are very good all-rounders. 2 front armor, 2 side. and their autocannon just rapes. And they're only 25 points. Of course, these ones are vetted, so they're 31. One of them is vetted. So they're 25 each, and now they're shooting at my MI2, which, well, this is worth 45, and all of these are worth, you know, more than 45. So I thought if we take all of these out, we'll be good. But we have basically no tanks over here, and I was really shitting myself because I was just plainly relying on ZSUs to rout them. Now they aren't doing much damage to these martyrs, but they are routing them very effectively. Now, I'm gonna get rid of this fucking info thing. What they did, they just took out my MI2 recon, which was kind of annoying. But I think we won here points wise. However, of course, in total destruction, that does not matter whatsoever. But yeah, there we go, another 31 points. I think my ZSUs did that on my MI24P. That thing was very useful throughout the whole match. Starting to push Leopard 1s and Leopard 2s. I was absolutely, like, I thought I was crapping myself before. Now I'm absolutely on the edge of my seat. Because holy crap, if there's not a few Leopard 2s. Oh man. My MI24P, basically, I forgot it had no Cocons left. So what I had to do with it was I just had to route them. I just had to do my best in routing them. And right now I'm thinking, oh, we're going to get absolutely raped. And something absolutely outstanding happens. In that we don't actually lose much. And it really surprised me. Like, all we're basically doing here... Oh, my MI24P is lost, which I kind of got sad over, but what we're basically doing here, we're just routing them. They took one of our FOBs, you know, takes up more stuff. Oh, and I think we lost a few mountains here, but that doesn't really matter. Although they are worth. Yeah, that does matter. But he moves them away very quickly, and then we start to think, okay, we got to pull our heads out of our asses and bring over some tanks. And what I'm doing here is, I'm bringing up some T-55s to at least take out the flak panzers, and then let the ATGM units like my Sturm over here do the rest of the work with the Leopards. And I also move over my T-80U, but it's ineffectual, basically, as well as another MI2 because my other MI2 got taken out. I should have left this guy here, and I think I did. I don't know why he just moved, but he was very useful. Now we still have guys over here, which really surprised me after a while, because we got pushed out pretty damn quickly. Some good destroys there. And you'll see here I start to flank with these T-55s. And I don't know, I think they hit the sides of the Leopards and just go to town on them. I don't know what happens here, I forget. Ooh, they're doing quite well though, because they're panicked. And they don't know what to do. They're also routing at the moment. And there is Moto stroking around them. A T-55 AM just took out a Leopard 2A1. Right there. Even if they both died, they have made themselves more point effective than I could have ever possibly imagined out of this. Basically, how we won this was routing and psychological warfare against their troops. There's another. I just took out another Leopard. And I don't know how I'm not, you know, at par with these guys, because I've taken out so many units, or at least I'm thinking. But I think it was the artillery, and this whole thing here got them quite a lot of stuff. As well, there's another martyr dead, due to my T-55s, and I just love these things. I cannot state how effective these things are against light armor rushes. Now yes, there were Leopard 2A1s, but there were also anti-air units and martyr 1s. Which if you let them get close enough, they usually outgun a T-55 unless they get a good shot off. So those autocannons are very effective. Anyway, moving over here, we are really getting pushed out of here now, and we're starting to lose T-62M1. And they have those awesome Shexna missiles accuracy of 8, accuracy of 8, AP power of 12, and 2,800 meter range, as well as 5 of them stored inside the actual tank. But what we've got here is a push of 4 Abrams and a Bradley CFE, which is a very effective push. However, we're starting to rout them with artillery, and this was... I think the artillery played a huge... I don't like to state this fact, but the artillery plays a huge factor in this war. Now you'll see here that the T-55 is also doing its job, supporting the Moto Strelkys. You'll see here, if there was no T-55 there, those Moto Strelkys would be dead. Plus, I don't know why these chasseurs aren't firing. They must not see us or something. I seriously don't know. I seriously don't know what's going on there. But I don't care, because we're taking out lots of people. Boom. Moto Strelky takes him out. Anyway, we see over here that he starts to use Panzer Grenadiers against my T-80, which don't get a single hit, and they miss every single missile. They have one more missile left, and it gets 25%. Now, because they hadn't hit me, I just thought, yeah, why not? Why not aim another one at me? Because the worst it would have done was maybe taken off 2 points, or 2 or 3 points, off of a T-80U, or maybe more, I don't know, but it wouldn't have died, that's the thing. Anyway, the artillery starts to strike them, and I'm just telling my teammate, no, don't worry about it, my T-55s will do the job. Because they're not only missing, but they're taking up valuable logistic support. Now we'll see here that these T-72s and these tanks just pummel that Panzer Grenadier squad. Over here we've got them arting my T-55, probably just to rout it or something. But basically they're just wasting their time. And even when this guy is worried, he can still do quite a lot of damage to chasseurs. There are Weasel Towers over here, which I think... I don't know, do they kill me? No, they get stunned by my teammate, and I was like, oh, thank fuck. You are a legend. Anyway, he is now shaken, however, and will be a little less accurate. But when it comes to infantry, boom, HE power wins. And, I mean, you saw there, if you didn't see there, it said he still had 45% accuracy, which is pretty nuts. Now I just moved this BMP-1 SP2 with Mopschutzens in them because I thought, why not? Let's just do that, see what happens, and nothing good comes out of it basically. Now I see that they're pushing chieftains over there, so I start to think, oh crap, what are they bringing? What are they bringing to the table? Anyway, I'll just shift my focus this way, and they're not bringing much. They have good defense here, however no anti-air defense, which would have allowed me to just go but of course you never know that, and they might bring up chaparrals out of the blue. And also this M114, it's not really that defended, so you just move through here and boom, you got yourself a command vehicle dead. I did not know that, however. Didn't use my recon effectively. But anyway, I basically have not much over here, and he does not know that. Infantry support tank and the T-72. This BMP-2 has a Conquer's M and a very good autocannon. However, if they just came down these hills, it'd get pwned. Absolutely pwned. We see here that I actually took out something with the Mopschutzens and started to kill the Jaegers, but my West German counterparts there got the best of me. This T-55 is probably about to die. It also has less than 15% accuracy right now, thanks to it being panicked. Eris, who was a very good teammate in supporting me here, well actually I was meant to support him, so he was a very good teammate in keeping a presence here, as well as myself. And what he does is he brings up more infantry, which is very smart, and what you should always do. Now right now we're starting to see that our recon starts to become ineffectual. I needed to place this thing over here or something, but yeah, basically we don't see anything. we see not a single enemy unit. And I think if we go back to their perspective, they do see units. See some over there, although not many, once again. So recon, or the lack of it, played an effect in this game. Now right here you'll see that we took Foxtrot back. So right now the points are 2, 3, 5, 10. So we got 10 points. Oh, as well as this. So this really helped as well, this over here. They didn't really take much action in affecting this. So, hold on, I forgot it again. So we got 6, 11, 13. We got 13 points coming in. However, Foxtrot doesn't last very long. And they have 5, 9, 11. So we're closer. However, we're basically riding on this thing just staying up and staying effectual. Oh, running out of words to say here. This goes on for ages. If you guys are still watching, that's thank you for your patience. I don't know if you're finding this actually suspenseful, but I found it very, very suspenseful. And yeah, this is probably one of my best games. I really liked it. I really liked how the teams differed so much. Like, they just flanked us everywhere, pushed all the time, spammed us. What we did is we just sat back and slugged while moving forward every now and again to Charlie and Foxtrot to see how it's going. My motor stroke didn't get raped. But anyway, yeah, that's basically what happened. They were always about push, 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 and spam tactics. And we were about sitting back, letting them come at us, so they waste all their points, and systematically taking them out one by one, with very, very good, very good counterattacks. It's probably the furthest we pushed throughout the entire game up here. I'm pretty happy with. You see here I'm moving Topaz and I believe that's me. Yeah, it is. A Topaz and a BMP-1 up, and it doesn't end very well. These Motschutzens are in the open, and they're going to get absolutely raped. These Topazes, I don't know, I didn't take them out. I just forgot about them, probably. Doesn't really matter. I mean, right there, that's like, what, 50 points, 60? No matter. My BMP-2 here, very good compass, compass ATGM. Basically gives me more of a presence than I have. However, I do have T-82, which is, I don't know if they can see that or not, but if they can, that is a very effective way of making your enemy scared of you, or scared to attack. Now you'll see here our recon is still doing well, reconning out this stuff, although I don't know, it's probably just because they're close. Because I don't think we have any recon over here. Right here, however, we see their martyrs and we're like, oh fuck, you know, starting to encircle these guys. These T-72Gs, I don't know why Radom didn't go behind. That would have been such an effective attack. It would have basically either made them rout or killed them, or taken them all out. Sorry, because if you look at their health right now, most of them are down to half. They're also worried and shaken, so they won't hit much. However, what he does here is he just pushes this up to here. And yes, they do take out my Tunguska, but they could have taken out all of that without having to lose all these guys or push up extra helis. But anyway, either way, I suppose that in hindsight, what I said just a few minutes ago, I suppose did make sense, because why not push through here and here at the same time? But, you know, that's just my opinion. Anyway, these T-72s, I don't think this was a good idea, making them go this close to martyrs. Because if you look here, they have Panzer Grenadiers in them. Which, also, even though they're panicked, they should hit. And they do, they hit once on that guy. And boom. They keep hitting, but they keep doing nothing, basically. And yeah, these Panzer Grenadiers were not used very well. They were just rushed. They were not placed around strategically to be able to rape as much, so some lack of skill there maybe, I don't know. But they were still pretty damn good opponents, but just some things did not make sense to me. See here, they took an FOB and this is the furthest they push with mud, and I'm still shitting myself here. And they took out my T-55, so I have to bring up this one as well as a few others. You'll see over here nothing much is happening. Basically, what they did wrong is they did not synchronize their attacks. We just lost Foxtrot and they just put a CV in Juliet, so that means they get many more points now. But basically what happens is they have this massive push over here. So we're just focusing over here and taking them out one by one, despite being pushed back, almost losing Alpha. Despite being pushed back, we're still killing them. And you know why? Because they did not leave enough pressure on this side. I don't know if the people on this side were scared about losing enough points or something, but really when it all comes down to it, and this is happening, you want the same to be happening on the other side, so you can have the most effective pincer movement, as well as, you know, some attacks through here. That would be the most effective way for them to win this match. They did not do that. They did not do what I thought they would do. Basically, you'll just see this guy just wants to defend Juliet. And, I don't know, we do have a strong presence here, but I think they eventually would have broken through with enough people and artillery support. But the thing is, they don't use heavy artillery, they just use mortars, so they're effectual for just routing units and killing some low armoured ones. But basically, you're not doing enough damage. And you'll see here, these Martyr Roland's way too close. way too close. And he pays for that by one of them getting taken out. Over these Leopard 2s and 1s, we did a very good job of routing them at home. I was really happy with that. These Motor Strelky here, we finally put some in the forest there, and I think that's the end of the match. Yeah, it is. That was crazy. So, looking back on this match, the enemy team should have won. But they did not win because they did not synchronize their attack. They did not emulate what they did on our left flank to what they should have done on the right. What they did on the right was they just sat there, pushed some units up every now and again, but didn't do much. And these guys just got absolutely slaughtered by T-72s, anti-air, T-55s of mine. And what we did correctly was, we kept cool under pressure. And we were able to, despite the overwhelming odds, have a slog match with the enemy. Now you'll see that this was not total domination, total destruction. Instead it was whoever gets to 7,000 points, or the most points within 40 minutes.